I am sad. It's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel things. It's okay to not be positive all the time. Yeah, I think so. I think it's okay to feel all your feelings. I think that makes me joyous, actually, because I'm okay with feeling all my feelings. And today I feel tired. I feel sad. I feel guilty. I feel blah. And I think it's okay. I think it's always okay to feel what you feel. Luckily, it's kind of cool. I've noticed this about myself, that like when something sad happens to me and it's like my body is overloaded, I'll go into a shock. ChatGPT says it's like the circuit cuts off or something because it's too much voltage. I don't fucking understand electronics and shit, or electricity or whatever. It's not my favorite topic in physics, but that's how I feel, and I like it. Charcuterie boards are basically just adult Lunchables. Have you guys noticed that? It's just cheese, cracker, and meat. It's like my kid's Lunchable, but like adult version. I'm just saying, if you guys ever think about it. You would totally enjoy one of my OCD charcuterie boards. There's like, I bring out like little bowls too. So then there's like little cups. And sometimes I put, there's this one cheese that has, it's very dessert-like. I think there's vanilla in it. So good. And then it's like, oh, I know, it's not vanilla. I think it's this softer cheese. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. But you put honey in it and you put vanilla bean in it. And then I put it into this little cup that's like pretentious as shit. It looks really good. And then I make sure that it's like, I take a knife and make sure it's clean off. It's super anal, but it's pretty. I like playing with my food. It's a good way to play with it. And then when you bring it to something, everyone's like, oh, it looks so cool. But it took me like 20 minutes to make. It's really fun. You guys should try it. Also, if you guys ever do that, if you're doing it for date night, I think the girl will fuck you. Like if you make one of those for her, she will totally F you. And it's not that hard to make. So as you say, if you're like looking into doing something like that, you're welcome. All right. Tell Auntie Tin if you got laid because of her charcuterie board ideas. I'll send you a link to how to make one really nice, because it doesn't take that long, like 20 minutes, and then bam. And then they'll think you know how to cook. Oh, even more sexy. That's good stuff, guys. Man. So I was talking to Bryant about like glass half full, glass half empty. Like, you know, sometimes it looks great when you appreciate life. Sometimes it looks awful when you realize life can never be the reality you want it to be. And then he said, at least there's water. And I was like, oh, that's a great way of thinking about the world. He did die in 2024. What did I say? I think it's a good way to look at the world. Like, it's water. It's still water. Like, no matter what, does anything ever work out the way you want it to? Hell no. You know, most of the time, when it does happen, it's really great. But most of the time, it's never going to be exactly the way you want it to. There's always going to be cons to any life decision you make. Not like in a shitty kind of way. I'm not trying to like make you guys all sad. But it's true, right? Like life never just works out the way fantasy works out. And then when he said it's still water, it made me think, instead of looking at the glass half full, half empty, you could still think, I get to live this life, you know, I get to experience the shittiness as well as the good times. And I'm grateful for the fact that there's still water in the cup. That's just me saying what I want to say. Dang, these are... Do you guys think that you can have passion and a warm, stable relationship at the same time? Or do you think that's like implausible? Do you guys believe in happily ever afters? You're men, I don't know. Never! Oh, Kind of Blue is optimistic. All right. Gabe, what are your opinions on it? Kind of Blue, what do you think exactly? You think it's possible to have, like, do you believe in, I don't know, if it's soulmates or lucky, like luck to find someone that you can desire for the longest time and someone that is stable? It requires open communication. That's true. Probably does require open communication. Probably requires a lot of things. I would say it requires resources as well, because my husband works a ton, so it's really hard to see him. It also requires commitment on everyone to work hard at things. It also requires you to be courageous, because you're going to have to learn to change your behavior. It just feels like a lot. I don't know if it's possible. Billy, because we were chilling and waiting for our kid, and then this one guy was like, oh yeah, I was at that at-home thing. We had to go back home, drop off all of our stuff, and come back to buy more stuff. God bless America. And God bless bankruptcies. Ask the mirror who's the prettiest one of all. It's gonna say B-word. B-word's the prettiest one of all. That's right, the little friend. We love him. Mwah. He's a good boy. Okay, conspicuous consumption is a practice of purchasing and displaying luxury goods and services to signal wealth, status, and prestige to others. Oh my God, that's me. This concept explains why people spend money on items that are not strictly necessary, but instead serves the purpose of gaining social recognition and enhances one's self-image. I hear that. They said the examples are buying luxurious cars, designer bags, etc. Okay, I have a lot to say about that. Thank you, Blue, for letting me know. I liked, as you say, his constipation thing. I thought that was really funny. Okay, first of all, I like this stuff in my house. A lot of people don't come over to my house, so I don't, and also, it's also, yes, you're right. I like the refined look, but I also got everything very cheap, so I don't really think that's a status thing to explain to people how cheap your shit was when you got it. So I don't think that helps. Second thing, I don't buy any handbags and I drive a Camry, and I share that Camry with my husband. When I go outside, sometimes I do look more refined. I'll agree that I like a classier look, but I think that's also because I used to be hella trashy when I was younger. My husband says we're the lady and the tramp, and he's the lady. So I think that's me compensating and saying I've grown as a person. I'm not as hoey. Oh, my name is Tin Vo, and my best friend used to call me Tin Ho. So there's that. Anyways, this is even before he knew, that was before I became super slutty. So whatever. Anyways, I have to say, I don't believe I'm conspicuously consuming. I know a lot of people who do. I don't believe in brands defining who we are. I don't believe our stuff defines who we are. And I just think this aesthetic looks good. Oh, also, I think it's timeless. That's a big thing for me too, because I don't want to buy new shit because the trend is out. Modern stuff is always very trendy. This is more classy, this will stay in style. I don't have to, if I buy new stuff, it's because something went bankrupt and I'm forced to take it all because they are selling it all. How can you say no? I don't know. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Anyway, so this is my thing. In my fantasy, we're in the ER room, and they got into this terrible accident. And in the accident, they're the guy comes out, the doctor comes out, and he's like, let me try. Okay. Doctor comes out, and he's he has a mask on. He pulls it off, and then he's I'm sorry, you guys. It's really hard. What happened? They got in this car accident. They're in this induced coma. It looks like they could make it, but it wouldn't be great. They're on all the support. They're not gonna actually make it. They wouldn't really be there. Their brain is gone. Both of them. Their brains are gone. And then I would look at my husband and I would cry. I'd be oh my God, this is so sad. I love them so much. And then I'd turn to the doctor and I'd be pull the plug. I just love that. I told my husband this, and he calls me Schnuggy. So he was Schnuggy. I thought it was the funniest thing. All right, that was pretty. We don't fight that much, but sometimes people fight. Husbands and men fight a lot. They fight. Sometimes they don't like each other. I was thinking a good way to get them to reconcile is to invite the mother-in-law you don't like. So either the wife's mom or the husband's mom to dinner. So then when they come over for dinner, they get really annoying, that the mother-in-law is hella annoying. They go home, and after they go home, you and your husband have someone else to hate. And somehow, because you have someone else to hate, you guys can talk shit with each other and connect again. And I think this is a great thing. It's the Susan kind of art of war. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I told my husband this, which I thought was really funny. And then my husband annoyed me. We were supposed to go on vacation. We were supposed to go to Palm Springs. And then last minute, after I packed everything, after I got ready to go, he was like, I don't want to go anymore because he's tired, which I get. He's tired, but he could have told me in the morning. So then anyways, I say, fine, we could go home. It's fine. I'll take you home. You take a break. I will take Roy to your in-laws, my in-laws house for their pool. I'll swim with her. I'll watch her so that you can take a break. And then I said, while I'm there, I'm gonna see your mom. And I'm gonna talk shit about how you wasted money because she hates it when he wastes his money. And I was like, I think I told him the enemy of my enemy thing, like, the night before. So then that day I said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, because at this point Ben is my enemy and my mother-in-law is my friend. Anyways, I thought that was a funny thing. I don't know if you should call yourself lazy. Maybe you should say, we always say so mean things, you know. Lazy is such a fucked up word. I don't use it a lot because I think I used to use it, and a lot of people I knew used it to, like, basically say that anyone that's not type A is lazy. Fuck people, okay? I would say you are not lazy. It is not your priority to care for plants. That's a big thing I've been saying to myself. So fuck blue, because it's not my priority to care for plants. It's my priority to care for my pet and my kid and my husband and myself. And currently not my priority. And that's what I say about lots of things, because my house is messy as shit. Like, it looks good here, but come on, this is not real. This is all fake. You know, my house is super messy, and it's not my priority to clean it. What else is a good one? I don't wear makeup every day, and it's not my priority to wear makeup every day. I wear the same outfits like 3 times. Like, my sleepwear is my outdoor wear. Do you guys do that? I wear like a t-shirt and shorts, and I wear that outside, and then I go back to sleep. And then after 3 days, I will take a shower. Miss Congeniality over here. Yes, it gets real up in here. I'm just saying that we should never use the word lazy, because you're not lazy. You just don't care about the plant. And maybe you don't care about your funeral. I'm gonna slowly get you guys to be big old softies and be like, I don't know. It's good to be soft a little bit, don't you think? It's very helpful to love yourself because no one's around to love me. Is that morbid as shit? Kind of Blue says, escape while you can, guys. I know he can't escape at this point. He always says he's gonna leave me, but he never does. You all won't either, because I'm positive. I'm a positive influence in your life. Here, this is what you do when you're sad and your heart hurts. You just touch your heart. No one has to see you do it, okay? This could be something you do in private. It's cute and it's sweet and I like it. It's what happens is that your nervous system doesn't understand when you touch yourself that you're yourself. It thinks you're another person caring for itself. So like your nervous system feels like you're like someone else is loving you. It's like a psychological hack when no one's around to love you. And you guys are men. I bet there's less people around to love you than me. You know? I have Billy at least. Let's see. Blue says, I'm too deep into softening program. See? He likes it though. It makes him happy. Mark says, touch your heart. That's metal as fuck. What do you mean metal? But yes, it's sweet. Isn't it nice to touch your heart? It's so nice. Oh, are you saying